is very indicative of a uniform that would be worn by most paratroopers. This one specifically is for the 506th PIR for the invasion of Normandy in 1944.
I see.
So I tried to portray something that might be, you know, they jumped in at like midnight on the 5th of June, and then the invasion obviously kicks off on the 6th of June. This would be something that would be around 2 days later.
Can you explain what this?
This is called the spare ammunition bag, and this would hold around 6 magazines for the Thompson submachine gun or the M3 grease gun. You see these also being used later in the war. Underneath,
yes,
we do have the pistol magazine pouch for the 1911. We have the M1943 shovel.
Yes.
And then on the back,
yeah,
we have the 5-cell magazine pouch for the Thompson. On the other side, on the other side, we have water.
The water canteen.
The handgun itself. This is a compass.
Yes, the compass.
So we can pull this.
Oh yeah,
out.
I see the compass. Yeah, I see it.
And this was this is tied in. So if you know I need to use it for checking a map.
Oh yeah, I see.
Or anything like this, this isn't going to fall off of me. This is tied to me.
Oh, I see.
So we have this for the compass. We have the. Hold on, there we go.
Yeah.
This is a grenade pouch. So this grenade pouch right here, this specifically is a 2-cell. This would also come into 3 cells. So you'd see 1, 2, and then there would be a third one.
Oh yeah, I see.
So each one of these pockets would either hold 2 fragmentation grenades or 1 smoke grenade.
Oh, I see.
So, and this is
for the map?
Yes, sir. So this would be for the maps, and you would have this. It's specifically, it's called a map and dispatch case.
A dispatch case, okay.
So you could take it and give it to somebody else if they needed to run a letter or something to it. There's not a lot in here, but you can see like kind of basic. Yeah. There's a little bit more modern stuff in it just because
it's for navigation stuff, right?
Yes. There is like a little bit more modern stuff in it that I put in there myself because I do use the bag for other things.
This is the handgun, and this is the
Thompson submachine gun.
Okay, so this the original weapon.
It's one of the original weapons. So you would have, you know, riflemen. They might carry like the M1 Garand rifle, the M1 carbine, the submachine gun. This would eventually get replaced by the submachine gun, by the M3 grease gun.
I see.
But this, you know, at the time, whenever we were jumping into Normandy, we didn't have those grease guns yet. So this is what would have to make do.
Oh, okay.
And so this right here, let me put this one down. This right here is the M1911A1.
Yeah.
And so you can see, you know, we have the markings on it. Yeah. Made by Colt. And, you know, this would be issued out to officers, higher enlisted, anybody that might have a machine gun. Something that wouldn't necessarily warrant carrying just your main weapon. Now, typically officers would be issued with one, period. It wouldn't matter if you were a first lieutenant or a general.
Okay.
Any one of those officers could be issued it. Now, higher enlisted, so your enlisted rank structure, you go from like private first class, those higher enlisted, so it would be right around the sergeant level, would start to get these.
Oh, okay.
So, and I mean, it was one of those things too where it's like, the Airborne is such a different, it's such a different beast than like the normal army. The normal army obviously has to go through and procure things a certain way.
I see.
Where the Airborne, because the Airborne, the nature of the Airborne jumping behind enemy lines, a lot of stuff would get procured, and it would just end up being, let's be frank, stolen.
I see.
Or, you know, you might be able to trade a couple of packs of cigarettes if somebody else had one. There was ways to get your hands on it. But yes, so this would have been the main handgun that would have been issued. However, just because it was issued doesn't mean it was necessarily issued to that soldier.
I saw you have knife in your on the right your foot. So why is the reason to put in the knife on the right side in your foot?
So with the Airborne troops themselves, they're carrying a lot of equipment because you have to think you're going to jump in behind enemy lines and you don't know exactly when you might be resupplied.
Yes.
So with the knife, it's always good to have a good fighting knife on you.
Yes.
And so with this, it's out of the way. It's not up here. It's not up here where it's going to get in the way of like the gun or anything. But it's still pretty accessible that you can pull it and be able to use it. Now this knife itself is actually kind of interesting. This is supposed to be for the rifle, but this one was cut down to be easier manipulated in this sheath right here.
Anyway, so this knife is like original knife that used from the 106 Airborne. Oh, I see.
So and then
what about the what's that?
So this right here, this is a Hawkins crush mine.
Okay, crush mine, yes.
So the Hawkins crush mine was a base that had an acidic filler in it, and what would happen is you would put the acidic filler inside the cap, and if there was anything that would make enough pressure, say like a tank track, a turret, anything like that, it would crush the mine and the tank would explode. It was about a pound of explosive. It wasn't something that was necessarily going to destroy the tank, but it could disable it. Moving back up, we do have the scarf, which is cut from a parachute.
Oh, the parachute.
So, and this would be made out of silk. And so, as you can imagine, on a hot July or a hot June, something like this might be nice to, take that sweat away from your neckline.
Okay. And
moving to the actual helmet itself, we do have, the camouflage, the actual unit marking, which hidden underneath a little bit of the camo.
And what about this?
This is a first aid kit.
Oh, okay.
So this would carry 1 or 2 bandages and all the other equipment like morphine, anything like that. You can see I have another one right here that I would want to keep on me. Yeah. So it never hurts to have enough medical.
Oh, I see.
As far as other components go, you also have everything. I'm a little bit barren as far as that's concerned, just because you'd have so much other stuff in your pockets.
All right.
So you'd have possibly extra ammo, food.
Yeah.
Whatever you could really stuff in here, you could put other stuff. There's cases of binoculars and just about anything else.
And the last but not least, what about the jump suits? This is the original that used at the time for the
so these are a modern take on the jump boots, but it's still made by the same original company.
Oh, I see.
So the company is called Kokorin. It's the Kokorin jump boot.
Oh, I see.
And these are made exactly to spec of the original World War II ones, to the best of my knowledge. They're the exact same color, and the only thing that I did to them is I took the leather laces out and refitted them with white laces.
One more thing, and this is a kind of the page that I saw the 101. This is the original one, or this is the imitational, or
so this is an original patch. This is there's 3 different models. There's a US patch. This is a US patch. There's a British made patch, which has a little bit more detail, and then there's a theater made patch. And the theater made patches are, frankly, they're different.
Mr. Johnson, I really thank you and appreciate what you explained about this uniform. Would you mind